Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final.
He's got tall! They've scored! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Taken off it pretty forcefully. Soboslai did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. Mojica, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Murishi. Chance, surely! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now that looks... And the shot! Danger averted for now. And here's Camavinga. And it's Neymar. Shoots! Oh, it's come off the upright.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Decent enough try. Messi goes short. Neymar plays it in. Oh, he's there to get rid. And now they can spring out of defence. Cristiano Ronaldo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's there to clear it. Madrid with another corner. Schüller. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Omar Mascarell. Neymar. Oh, the chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. And they're back in front. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Madrid go into the lead. Darder. Messi does well to get it back. Camavinga for Szoboszlai. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Neymar. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Omar Mascarell taken back almost at once. Joseph.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's surging through. Szoboszlai. Messi. Nicely spread. Now Mbappe. Cross into the ball. Oh, smashing header! No mistake! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Madrid go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Madrid heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Can he get it through?
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo powering forward. Big chance! Costa. He's gone for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short. Can he finish? Messi with the short one. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And he's had a hit! And that has been knocked clear. Closing in on goal. It's Neymar! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Madrid were so close to ending that half in the perfect fashion, but it just wasn't to be in the end.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Madrid head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Here we go again. Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Camavinga deals with that. And the shot! This time, surely! It's in! The second half sparked straight into life. Simplicity itself.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Mallorca get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And he shoots! It's a loose ball. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, there's a probing ball. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, that's a key interception. Darder. Oh, good-looking ball. And now the breakaway. Now, can they get him away? Szoboszlai! Oh, it's hit the post. Darder. Costa. Now it's Morici. Szoboszlai. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Neymar! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Camavinga. Can he finish? Morici has found the net here, of course. He's going to be disappointed with that. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mbappe. Costa. Now he's off and running. Oh, that pass isn't the best. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. What a throw in. He's in space and looking for options. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Mallorca are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's well spotted. Joseph. Pressure coming in from all directions. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. And it looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 6 será sustituido por el dorsal 11.
Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Threads one in. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Morishi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That is good alertness. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is just caressing the ball. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold plays it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Mallorca making another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Played out to the right. In towards the back stick. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Mojica. And it's Darder. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And no, that was never going to make it. And that's really well manoeuvred. Change of plan here, perhaps. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
He's gone for the shots. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
It's run loose here. Szoboszlai. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, this looks sharp. Costa tries to pass it through. Good ball, good take. Back in once. Oh, what a climb! Sticks it away! They have stolen level at the last! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's a...
He's having a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Madrid pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Cristiano Ronaldo collecting the match ball, and it is his. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can... And Messi! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature. Decent chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Messi goes short. There's the shot! Now, in for the pieces! It's in! First blood drawn. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
El dorsal 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Girona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And a chance! Goal! 2! And we've barely begun here.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
El dorsal 22.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ruben Neves. 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Szoboszlai. Mbappe. Can he finish? And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
En el minuto 16, el dorsal 22.
Madrid find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Hill. Oh, super ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Madrid have scored 2 quick goals here. Szoboszlai. Over to the left. Neymar. He's having a shot! This their second corner of the game. Messi with the short one. Cross into the box. Up he goes! Oh, crossbar! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Neymar. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He has found Neymar! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Messi, good driving, and he shoots! He's kept it out just.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Madrid have their third corner. And the keeper beats it away. Messi's cross.
That's good defensive concentration.
Girona are looking to go forward now. Great vision.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Now that is a hefty challenge. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi puts his foot on the gas. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Messi! And the keeper read that really well.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
They've played it short. Tries a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Neymar. And it's Neymar. Played out to the left flank. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Cristiano Ronaldo. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played out wide. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. It's a promising position. Good ball, good take. Oh, cracking ball. Messi. Messi. That's a sharp pass. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! A finish of true class! Just cruising! They are cruising! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Kill. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Szoboszlai now looking to orchestrate a counter. Szoboszlai powering forward here. And this is Ronaldo, real chance! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Madrid are having a ball here. Brian Hill receives it in a wide position. And the half-time whistle goes. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Madrid are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. So off we go once more. Nicely weighted ball. Szoboszlai. Ruben Neves. Distributed tidily.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that should get the job done. Out to the right. And it's Szoboszlai. And here's Camavinga. Now it's Neymar. And he's had a hit! No, got right underneath it.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Hill. Girona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Spread it left. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. And that has left him in a heap. Can he finish? He's put it wide.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Alexander-Arnold. Swung over. Showing great feet there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neymar. Oh, it's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Mbappe, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. That's good play. And it's Messi. He's gone for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Cambio de jugadores.
Neymar. Picked out Messi! Oh, terrific save.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And it's been taken short. Here comes the cross. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Looking for the run.
He'll be disappointed with that.
And he's managed to get free. Camavinga wins the duel this time. He's picked his way through. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He shifted it to the flank. Fired deep. He gets big! Sticks it away! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Girona making another change here.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe! That's gone all the way through to the keeper. "75 minutes played. Looking for options for movement. And the shot! And he's managed to get rid. Stuani. Girona have the chance to go the other way. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Blint. Soboslai going full steam ahead down the left flank. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, they could be caught out here. Backward it goes. Takes a shot! Ruled out the best in the keeper.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Now it's Stuani. Goes looking wide. Strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
It's Stuani! It's there! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Marcó en el minuto 86 el dorsal 7.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Blint. Neymar. Now it's Neymar.
There they go, hunting again.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar! And another try! And it's in! is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar, out to the left it goes. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. No hesitation, he's straight into his pocket. It's a second yellow card and he walks. Well, the protest continues, but in the end they are defending the indefensible. Madrid are down to 10 men. No, he's not getting past him there. And we're done. Madrid pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin, a delight to have him on board.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous, it is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. There could be trouble here. Chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe! No way through, so back it comes. Spread it left. Van Dijk. There's the crossfield ball. Now it's Neymar. Oh, sweet feet. And a chance! Has another go! Cleared without hesitation. And it's Soboslai.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, can he finish? They've scored! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
En el minuto 17, el dorsal 22.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Neymar. And he was quick to react. Looking for the run. That is good alertness. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Szoboszlai. Shot at goal! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And no, that was never going to make it. Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Not the most convincing of passes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Szoboszlai! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Distributed tidily. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Looking to play him in.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Szoboszlai. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's being shifted off it. Ruben Neves. Camavinga. And that has been slung wide. Lovely bit of skill. And the shot! He can get that clear. And here's Camavinga. And this is Messi. Nicely shaped cross. Shot, surely! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
A case now of complete control. And this is Ronaldo. Madrid heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Searching pass he's played there. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Van Dijk. Camavinga. Some really good ball movement. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's played it in, and he shoots! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Camavinga. And it's Szoboszlai. Now Van Dijk, deftly out wide. Mbappe. The most accurate pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Neymar! Deftly away.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Neymar.
Well, he's...
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Madrid, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's having a go. It's loose now and they want to get it. And again! Oh, it's come loose. Neymar. And that's going right the way across. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Cristiano Ronaldo! And the keeper threw out a limb. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And this is takes a shot! And he should have made it 4.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Messi plays it short, and he's gone backward here. He's gone for goal! And that should get the job done. Good effort from distance. And that is a routine catch.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
He's having a hit! He's kept it out just.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
And now a sudden chance to counter. In with the challenge. Chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Madrid 3 up and in almost complete control. In towards the back stick. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Schüller. Oh, good spread. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Neymar. And now the breakaway. Oh, good-looking ball. He's got away. Great vision. He has a look up. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get it through? And this is Messi. Mbappe. Delivery from Mbappe. Rises! No, not the best of headers.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Sustituidos por el dorsal 33, el dorsal 11.
Ruben Neves. He shifted it to the flank. That's a good run down the left.
That's good play from him.
Neymar. That's tidy. A lot of space ahead of him. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Knocks it out wide.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Some resolute defending there. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, nice touch. Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's a good ball out wide. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Engages and forces him off the ball. Szoboszlai. He's had it taken off him. Madrid are coasting towards victory. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and that's gone loose. Oh, what's he done? Can he finish? They've done it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
En el minuto 87, el dorsal 15.
So here comes a substitution. So they were calling for him, and now they get him.
Well, why complicate matters, Peter? You need a goal as quickly as possible, and it could very well work with him in the lineup.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7.
So just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Sergi.
That has been cut short. He's looking wide. And it's Soboslai. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Threads one in. Soboslai.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Soboslai. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Now that looks a decent ball. Camavinga. And that will be it. Madrid are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin, a delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise, this place is... He's gone for goal! Oh, just over.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Neymar. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass.
And there's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. In towards the back stick. Cleared away. Brian Hill. Madrid are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads.
Neymar! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Not the most convincing of passes. Neymar engages and forces him off the ball. And he's picked out the run. Great chance! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Messi. Soboslai. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Back into the middle. Girona looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish. And
here's a chance! And that is wildly off target.
Unsurprisingly, he's been quick to apologise. If you lean backwards, the results are normally high and wide.
Front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. Shot a goal! He's got away with one there.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Neymar. Shifted it to the flank. Mbappe. And he has been fouled there. Brian Hill. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
You can never be short of runners into space.
It's Neymar! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Played towards the front line. Girona have reclaimed it. And it's Neymar. Half an hour played now. Neymar cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just can't... Cristiano Ronaldo! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Neymar. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, he's got a side of... It's Neymar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Brian Hill. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Gets a good foot in there. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Now it's Messi. Nicely spread. Now it's Mbappe. And he gets rid in a hurry. Ruben Neves. He's tried one! And it's been taken short. Backward it goes. And the finish! Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. Girona have the chance to go the other way. Deftly away. Brian Hill. And they've got a throw. Ruben Neves. That's going right the way across. Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, red, nice interception. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Girona have a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Neymar. And he's intervened well there. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. So the first half brought no goals. Ter Stegen getting this one clear. And here's Mbappe. Ruben Neves. And here's Mbappe. Tries to get it clear. Can he finish? Well, there's the clearance. Messi. And it's made its way to him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Szoboszlai. Messi! He scores! First blood drawn. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
El dorsal 10. Messi. Messi. Messi.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they'll have to get the numbers right in hoping to keep him quiet because he's a really big threat.
Girona looking to pass their way through. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Camavinga. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. Yeah, simply trying to force an error.
So the team's separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. And he's been shifted off it. Blint. Ter Stegen gets it away. Spread it left. He's got away. It's Neymar! And for a moment, time stood still. Neymar.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Spread out to the left.
Pretty robust defending.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Bryan Gil. Camavinga. Out to the left it goes. Lovely feet. A corner it is then. And that has been knocked clear.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Bryan Gil. Nicely shaped cross. Cleared without complication. Looking for options for movement. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Bryan Gil. Oh, looks like he's been taken. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Referee has gone straight to his pocket. Yes, a second yellow, and he's off. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Cambio de jugadores.
A formality. We're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
¡Gol! Marcó en el minuto 83 el dorsal 19.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, they are now a 9-man team.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Now it's Mbappe. And this is Ronaldo. Stood up well to him there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Good ball, good take. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Turns and goes back, and the shot! That is decidedly lacking. A heavy challenge. Van der Beek. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Wriggles his way through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And there goes the final whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We have already started here.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into...
He's tried one! Superb from Szoboszlai! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Gol. Marcó en el minuto 6 el dorsal 23.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, he's found support out wide. Foden! Oh, it's come loose. And he's there to clear it. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And this is Messi. Tries a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Mbappe! Chance for a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Messi plays it short. And a shot! And it's been taken short. He's in a great position here. Backward it goes. Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing. So, third corner of the game. Messi goes short. Foden. And the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Messi. And Messi! Decent hit and on target. Messi with the short one. No way through, so shoots! Brilliant from Valverde! A finish of true class! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Schuller did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Szoboszlai tries a cross.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short, and he's gone backward here. And he's had a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Diangana getting this one clear. Elche have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Messi.
Great chance!
Now it's Andre Silva. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Great skill, that's nice. Szoboszlai, drive. Szoboszlai! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that really is so impressive.
Marcó en el minuto 29 el dorsal 23.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. 15 minutes till half-time. Short changes him with that pass. Can he latch on to this? He has a look up. Valverde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he welcomes it in. Shot could be on. Messi. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And he's there to belt it away. Tonali. Some really good ball movement. And Messi! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Marcó en el minuto 37 el dorsal 10. Messi.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Can he get it through? That's been slipped through. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Diangana. Now it's Andre Silva. And it's Messi. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, shot at goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Valera. Oh, that's fabulous. The cross cut. And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Has a look and plays it forward. Rodriguez. And that has left him in a heap. Mbappe! He's having a go! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And the first 45 minutes are up. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Madrid are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. He's found a way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Tiangana. Rodriguez. He's had it taken off him.
Alvaro Rodriguez.
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Ronaldo. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
El dorsal 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Madrid are having a ball here. And he was quick to react. Well, that has not gone well. Tonali. Oh, this is a terrific run. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Oh, that's well spotted. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Messi! Terrific save by Iñaki Peña. And it's been taken short. Valera gets good distance on it. Delivery from Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! And that's past the post.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Some resolute defending there. And here's Messi. Out towards the flank. Valverde. Aimed in towards the centre. Gets his head on it! He's scored! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Minuto 64, el dorsal 10, Messi.
Elche can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Valverde gets it away. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. They've played it short. Valera. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Gol.
Elche grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that decent chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Yeah, he can be proud of himself, the goalkeeper, for rescuing a perilous situation.
It's a lucky 7th corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Messi. He can run onto that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Elche making another change here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20, el dorsal 11 serán sustituidos por el dorsal.
Oh, that's a key interception.
dorsal
Now it's Andre Silva. He's beaten the last man. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
And that has faded wide. Camavinga. Tonali.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Andre Silva. Valverde. And here's Andre Silva. He's going for goal! No, it's wide.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Valverde. Szoboszlai. Played out towards the right wing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Mir. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And this is Ronaldo.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Andre Silva, and he's being shifted off it. Now it's Foden. Now this could be a chance. He's had a shot! And he's steered it beyond the post. Oh no, what has happened here? Opts to play it back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And there goes the final whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.